Hello, Coldwell Banker Apex Associates. I wanted to give you a quick overview of the new CoachMe system and a few tips on how to get started before our February 11th class. There's really three parts of the system that I think you're going to enjoy. It really takes care of some issues that agents have. Often, number one, you guys set goals, but you don't really have a good way to compare your goal versus your actual without digging out a business plan and then digging out a report we've given you. This is going to solve that problem. Number two, a lot of you really want to implement systems and techniques that we teach in the company, but once you've decided that at the first of the year, there's no way to really schedule and plan it in an easy manner. This will also take care of that issue. And lastly, I see especially a lack of a coordinated monthly focus on business growth. We're often so busy that we are taking care of the business that's coming in, but we're not taking the steps to truly grow our business. I believe this program is going to solve all three of those issues for you. So the system's going to help you several ways. One, you're going to get an update about middle of the month once you've set your business plan up that will give you your year-to-date production, that monthly production, and it will help you compare it to your goal. It's going to be emailed to you so you don't have to go out looking for anything or signing into any system. Number two, it's going to give you a complete list of the Coldwell Banker systems, and you can choose which ones you want to incorporate and even set up a reminder system. Then it's also going to give you a monthly opportunity to review your progress and even set a few tasks. So you can say, I really should have worked on calling so many of my sphere of influence this last month and I didn't. I'm going to set a goal here with a task reminder. It's also going to give you an organized place to store all of the work on your business plan where you can look at it throughout the year. And then lastly, it's also going to give you a link to your manager so you can ask for specific help. So by now you should all have gotten an email that looks like the one on the screen. And with that, there's a link to complete your registration, and then you're able to go into the My Business Plan for 2016. So your login is going to be your Coldwell Banker email. If you don't know your Coldwell Banker email, it is listed in the email that you receive. So hang on to that welcome email so that you'll always have the Coldwell Banker email because you need it as your login. If you try to log in and you're unable to do so, just hit the reset password and then you should be good to go. When you log in the first time and you start looking around, what you're going to look for is My Business Plan for 2016, and you're going to click on that. It's going to bring you to a business plan calculator. By answering the questions in the calculator, it will then pop up your business plan at the end. So some of the beginning part will be filled in for you if you were with us in 2014 and 2015. If not, that will be blank. But the main part is you want to answer the questions about this year's goals. So first you want to give it your commission goal. This is not your net agent goal, but it's that big number that includes both your income, the company dollar, as well as the Coldwell Banker franchise fee. So that's going to include the commission AGC. Then your average sales price is simply that. What's the average price of the houses you sell? So you may even want to let that reflect what your goal is for this coming year. Then you're going to apply your commission rate to that. So if you always charge a 3% on each side of a transaction, then you can apply 3%. That means you never ever reduce the commission, not one time throughout the year. If you reduce at least one commission, I would encourage you to use a 2.8%. If you actually do 2 commissions a year, you're probably more like 2.5%. If you do more than 2 a year, you could be anywhere from 2 to 2.25%. So be sure that you are using the proper average commission to apply to that. So we're going to say we never cut commissions, and my average price on the screen is $200,000 times 3% is $6,000. The next question is they're going to ask you how strong financially the following months are. So they're asking this so they can build some seasonality into the way the system works for you. So a lot of you may say, January is not a great month for me, and you may choose that to be a weak month. February may be a good month, March a good month, April a good month, May a good month, and June starts probably becoming a strong month for most people. June, July, August, and probably even September. October good, November good, and December probably still good or maybe even weak. So answer those questions. If you choose not to and you just put all weak, all good, or all strong, the system is just going to give you a flat business plan, and I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. Then the next question is, what percentage of your deals are listings? Probably most of you are at least 50-50. If you're a buyer's agent, you may be 20% instead of 50%. But even buyer agents, we really encourage you to focus on listings because that will generate more buyers for you. Then the next question is, how many calls does it typically take to get an appointment? The reason the system is asking that question is it's going to calculate how many calls you need to do in a month. We've already pre-populated it with 8. If you're a new agent, you might want to up it to as much as 10 or 12. If you're a seasoned agent, 8 will be sufficient. Then the question is, how many appointments does it take to get a listing? So when you go out on a listing appointment, do you have to go on 2 appointments before you get the first listing? And that's what we have put for most people. So if you're new, you might want to change it to 3, but you probably don't really need to. 2 really should work for most people. Then you'll see a little instruction below that question. It says, by hitting Save and Complete below, your business plan program will refresh, and you'll see a newly created added item called Agent Business Plan Results. And that's going to become your goals. So when you see on the screen in green, Agent Business Plan Results, that's because you completed the Agent Business Plan Calculator. And what it's going to look like for you will be something like this. It will show exactly what each month's goal should be. Now remember, I didn't answer the questions about seasonality. So mine is going to be flat, which is not probably the way you want to do it. Below that, it gives you activity recommendations. It says for you to hit this goal based on what you gave us, you need to make 20 monthly calls and you need 10 listing appointments in a month, or just monthly appointments. So if that looks good to you, you're good to go. If you feel like you've made a mistake, let your manager know, and they can go into the system and send back the business plan for your editing. But you'll also see a version that says business plan results above the graph that has your sales volume, your adjusted gross commissions, and your unit goals for the year. So it'll tell you exactly how many sides you need as well. So it's going to basically tell you exactly what you need to do, as well as what that goal will be on a monthly basis. And that is what will be compared around the 15th of each month when you get that email to your actuals. The next part we want you to look at is there's a tab that says, or right underneath the business plan, it will say Agent Business Plan All In. This is a series of questions to have you think a little bit about how you're going to achieve that goal. So take the time, go in and answer all of the questions in this area. And this will also be helpful for your manager in coaching and training you. Then the last one you're going to want to fill out is called the Agent Business Tools and Strategies. And this is all of our Coldwell Banker Apex tools. You cannot do them all. So I would encourage you to pick 1 or 2 to do immediately, pick 1 or 2 to do in February, and so on throughout the whole year. The drop-down box allows you to tell the system when you're going to do it. And then around the 15th of the month, this is what your monthly results will look like. So it'll tell you results for the month, and it'll have your sales volume versus your goal, your commissions versus your goal, the number of sides you close, that's units, versus your goal, and what you have pending. And then it'll also tell you the goals for the next month, so you know what you need to do. Take a minute there when that comes on the 15th of the month and fill out the feedback. Take a second and say, here's what I did well this month. Here's areas that I really need to improve on. And here's 1 or 2 things I'm going to do next month. Millionaire Mindset agents, this is a great place to have your Millionaire Mindset card out while you're doing that monthly review. Fill it out, drop in a couple of those items, and you can even put a date in them, and it will show up as an email reminder to you. There's also a spot below that to ask for some coaching help from your manager. So if you click on that and hit submit, then your manager is going to know that you would like a little help. So some things that will start happening, you'll get those monthly reports mid-month. Then starting in February, there'll be new business building strategies delivered into the system every month. So late February, the information that'll come to you will be more about building that sphere of influence. Then you'll also have a chance to remind yourself about activities that you need to complete to reach your goal. And what we believe will start happening is your goals will become more dynamic and more of a target that you actually have a true strategy. So thanks for watching this today. We've got classes that you're all RSVPing for set and ready to go when I return from vacation. Also, if you will just hang on to those questions until the classes start, your managers will be taking classes along with you. But we think this is a revolutionary tool that's really going to make a difference for our CBA PEX family. Have a great day, all.